Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, Empress energy. Look at you, Taurus and Libran energy. Your person, the moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy. They're viewing you as the Emperor, Gemini. All right. What you're not seeing is the Ace of Pentacles. And the final outcome, we have the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. Okay, I'm hearing not so fast, not so fast. And we see the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so some of my Geminis here, I feel like you're absolutely in the highest vibration right now, the Empress energy. Even if you're not feeling it, you're coming off that way. The King of Wands in reverse tells me some of you, you're not so sure about commitment, either with this person or right now. Because the Empress is like you being very focused on you, on creation, on abundance, on your physical health, on your well-being, on, building a business, working out, getting sexy, whatever it might be, right? Like you're in this beautiful vibration. You're in an energy of attraction and manifestation. And I feel like with the King of Wands in reverse, some of you, you're not even sure you want to be in a relationship. Like you're enjoying dating, you're enjoying getting attention, you're enjoying getting to know people, you're enjoying this time of like self-focus and success. All right. Now you may be very attracted to this person. Okay, but again, I think you're really questioning whether or not you want commitment in general or whether or not this is a connection that's worth committing to. All right, the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, I think my Geminis, you've made a decision. You've had this new beginning. You're focused on you. You're on the up and up. You're experiencing success and a glow up. And some of you, you're just not so sure that a relationship is meant for you, or that this relationship, you're not sure if it would support your growth or if it would set you back. Okay, interesting energy. I love your energy right now, Geminis. All right, you're viewing this person as the Queen of Wands in reverse. See, we have the Emperor and the Empress coming through, divine counterparts. Now we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now there may be ego clashes with this person, Gemini. There may be a very strong physical attraction, but you're not sure about creating a life together, integrating your life together. Like I said, there could be fighting, bickering, arguing. You could be not so sure about this person's commitment. Okay, are they going to honor your worth and your value? Do they want the same things as you? Do they want the same type of future as you? So the relationship here is, you're seeing it as the Four of Wands in reverse. So there's either distance between the two of you, and that could be emotional distance. It could be physical distance. And again, some of my Geminis, you're like, I like this person. I'm attracted to this person, but I don't do different countries, different cities, different states. I want somebody to share my life with, like my regular everyday life with. Your person, Libran energy, they might be feeling a little bit off balance right now. They might be acting superficial or a little bit aloof. I think that's going to change, Gemini. But what I'm seeing here is like you see and sense this incredibly strong soulmate connection or this connection with this person, but you're not sure about the stability of this connection. And being in true Empress energy, you're not going to really, it's not that you're not going to bend or you're not going to make concessions or you're not going to compromise, but you're really checking in a very mature way about whether or not this will work for you. Does this align with your values? Does this align with who you are and where you're going? All right, so let's see what else we need to know. All right, yeah, because you're in the making. I mean, this is glow up energy. You're entering a new reality, opening up to new levels of you and where your best self exists. It's your time to shine, so don't hold anything back. All right. All right, one more, please. Path to mastery. You're stepping into a new expanded consciousness that you will soon master. You're basically stepping into or onto new timelines. All right. and you're destined for greatness. I mean, Gemini, what are you doing? You are like in this fantastic energy. I don't know if you're building a business, you're getting hot. You're going through like all these different transformations. You're on the up and up. That's what I can say. It's your destiny to be great. It's coded in your DNA. It's time to meet your greater self. And I think you're not sure about whether or not this person can meet you there or go along with you, or even if you want anybody on this journey with you, because I feel like you're just really high on this, right? Like, I know it sounds so cheesy to be like, oh, you're high on life, but like you're in this, you're destined for greatness. You're working towards it. You're in the making. You're on this path to mastery. And it's kind of like, I don't know if I want anybody to get in the way of that, or this person. Yeah, and you're also very focused on your spiritual growth. So prioritize your spiritual growth and don't allow the cares of life to squeeze out your goal to grow spiritually. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. All right, let's get into this person's energy. Cancer, Pisces energy, the moon in reverse. This could be a secret admirer, or this could be somebody here who's going to be revealing to you, Gemini, I want you. I want this. Being vulnerable. Okay, coming out of hiding, opening up that throat chakra. All right, and we see, yep, they were holding back, and now they know they can't. They know that you're going to, that they will lose you if they hold back. All right, and they want to work things out or get on the same page. Yep, they're sad, they're disappointed. They're going to open up to you about that. Okay, and we see the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, this person might feel like they don't have enough to offer you. For others of my Geminis, this person needs to focus more on their spiritual growth. They may be too embedded in the 3D matrix, right? They might be too focused on status, on things. It's like your focus is also on success and, abundance. But it's also a very spiritual focus, and I'm not sure that this person can meet you there. Okay, it's like you're in a very awakened energy. Things are lining up for you, or they will be shortly. And the King of Pentacles, they might even also feel like they're not sure that they can keep up or they can match that energy or meet you where you are, because they are seeing you as the Emperor. They're seeing you in this fantastic energy, divine counterpart energy, strong, decisive, confident, successful, taking risks, but like calculated risks. All right, the Six of Pentacles, you may be ignoring this person a little bit, or you may be breadcrumbing them. At least that's how they're seeing it. But again, because it feels like, Gemini, you've got so much stuff going on. You have a life of your own. You have your hobbies. You have your passions. You have your business. You have your family, your friends. Like you are really, it's not that you're untouchable by any means, but it's like you're very focused on this up leveling, and you don't really have time for something that is a maybe, right? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And they're picking up on that. The tables may have turned here, Gemini, if this is somebody you dealt with in the past. And for others of you, it's not. It's just somebody who's checking you out. They're very passionate and they find you to be passionate and attractive. They're very passionate and attracted to you. That's kind of what I just wanted to say. And they want some sort of new beginning with you. And yep, look at that, the King of Wands. But see, you're seeing them as the Queen of Wands in reverse. They're seeing you as, again, sexy, fiery, passionate, successful, standing your ground. You're the person they want. But there is a little bit of a disconnect in where you are in life right now, or what path you're on. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, if this is somebody you love or this is somebody that you really want to give a chance to, that you shouldn't. But I do see a little bit of a disparity on your timelines, or where you are in your professional, personal, physical growth. Your person, they're coming out of the woodwork, Virgo energy. They're nervous. They're overthinking things, but they know they need to act now, Gemini. Okay, they really do. They know they need to act now. Or they need to tell you how they feel before they lose you or they miss this opportunity. All right, so let's see what we need to know about this person. What do we need to know about this person? What do we need to know about this person? Okay, child, orphan, so feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So for some of you, I'm not really getting necessarily that they, they've joined a gang or something like that. But I feel like this person is worried. There's some sort of abandonment wound being triggered here, Gemini. Maybe that you're going to leave, or you're going to leave them in the dust. And that can even be with somebody who's crushing on you, right? It doesn't have to be somebody you've dealt with or you're dealing with. This person, storyteller, I do like this archetype, an ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So they're probably very entertaining. It's probably where you will have, or you do have, a strong affinity, or, you like this person, or you've fallen in love with this person, because Gemini needs that. Somebody who can talk, somebody who can engage in witty banter, somebody who's, communicative, funny. All right, let's see how they're viewing you, though. How else are they viewing my Geminis? All right, mediator energy, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Okay, so they might feel like what you're doing here is a little bit unfair. I don't always read these literally, but they might feel like what you're doing here, Gemini, is a bit unfair. Like they do feel a little bit breadcrumbed. You are very self-focused, but I'm not reading that as like narcissistic or self-absorbed energy. I'm reading it as like you've got shit to do. You're on the up and up. You've got this momentum, and so you're going for it. But again, they might feel like it's a bit unfair, or they're being left behind or in the dust. And they're seeing you, Gemini, as the alchemist. Again, that's one of your major arcanas, the magician energy, but transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. See, I think you're just like, you're kicking butt and taking names here, Gemini. And if you're not right now, you're about to. But it's like you're focused on you. You're focused on your abundance. You're focused on, on transforming your life in so many different ways is what it feels like. And they do see that, okay? Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, Gemini, this person does want a new beginning. Like I said, they know they need to act now or forever hold their peace, right? They need to speak up. They need to tell you how they're feeling. They want to join you on this path, but I'm getting they don't want to just link up with you, Gemini, because you're successful. I mean, that does make you more attractive, but I'm seeing here, but they don't want to miss this opportunity. All right, they see potential for something solid, stable, and secure. The Tower energy, they may have moved away to avoid disaster, but more so I'm getting the Tower is like they're not ready to let this go. Aries, Scorpio energy, the King of Cups, behind the scenes, this person's way more emotional than you might realize, but they may have also in the past avoided getting together or making things more than they were with you. They avoided getting emotionally invested here in the past because they may have sensed that you were gonna, I don't know, outdo them or move on. And we see the Two of Swords, so they do hold back until they have a little bit more clarity about how to come towards you. But again, I kind of feel, look at that, we see the Sun card, clarity, and the Moon in reverse. So look at all of these divine count. There's a really, really insanely strong connection here between the two of you. I don't know if it's past life. I don't know if it's soulmate here, Gemini. But they are going to hold back, and it's probably the next 2 weeks or so as they get clarity. So the Chariot card, what I heard is not so fast. Okay, now this could be you putting distance between you and this person. It's about, not having a breakthrough. But like I said, it could be like the next week or two that you're not really going to see forward movement, because I also don't think you're really that focused on forward movement with this person. Yeah, Nine of Swords, you're worried that things aren't going to change, that things will just go back to the way they were. Or if this is a new person, you might be worried that this is just going to be same old, same old. This is going to be what I've dealt with before, and my energy, my energetic signature is shifting. My energy is shifting. I want more. I want better. Okay, Magician energy, there you are, taking action, communicating, manifesting. And we see the Page of Pentacles. Now, this could be a love offer coming in. It could be an apology. It could be a gift. It could be communication. But I feel like my Geminis, you are just so incredibly stoked about a new beginning and investing in you and investing in this new beginning. Moon energy in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy, they're coming out twice. They're going to be revealing deep secret feelings. I would give it like a week or two. That's the message that I'm getting. I would give it a week or two, Gemini. All right, let's see what this person wants to say to you. What does this person want to say to my Geminis, please? What does this person want to say? We both know I'm not the one for you. So they have doubts that I've been picking up on here. All right. I left before you could leave me. They probably felt that you were shifting, that your energy was changing. All right. And I replay our conversations over and over again, but I can't let this go just yet. I mean, there's so much stuff that you said to me that I felt that happened that is just, you know, they're not able to let go of this here. All right. So Gemini, let's go ahead and see what advice and guidance we have here for you. Advice and guidance for my Geminis, please, regarding this connection. Advice and guidance coming in for my Geminis, please. Waiting is no longer neutral. Silence has become a choice. Ask whether it's serving truth or protecting fear. Yeah, and I feel like that's for your person. I mean, I don't think that they're going to wait forever. I don't think they're going to be silent forever. But I also feel like, again, my gems, you're not in an energy of waiting around. All right. Stay in self-respect. Act in ways you won't need to justify to yourself later. So again, I feel like this is just stay on track. Focus on your own game right now, Gemini. Respond from regulation. I mean, I do think that this person is going to take action and they are going to communicate. Like I said, the message I'm getting is like it's 1 to 2 weeks. Act once your nervous system is settled and once you're feeling regulated. All right. And this requires honesty, not strategy. So again, it's not like you have to think about what you're going to say to this person. I feel like in my heart of hearts, my Geminis, you already know. And, you know, you owe it to them and to yourself, the truth. And, some of you, that truth is going to be like, yes, I want to work on this. You know, this is what's going on in my life. This is what I need. Let's see where this goes. Or I love you and I want to work on this. Others of you, it's going to be like, you know what, this just doesn't work for me anymore. Or I'm not as attracted to you anymore. Or, you know, I'm focusing on me and I don't want to focus on this relationship. So Geminis, you're going to have to let me know in the comment section down below how this resonated with you. Sending you love and light. Take care.